Folks, today on Crossing South, we get to ride camels. Of all the animals in Baja, I try to act like James Bond, and yes, we get our fancy bib on at a snazzy joint. Coming to you now. You know, the Pacific Ocean is a major part in Baja's beauty, and one man means to capitalize on it. There's a new entrepreneur that's changing things around in Baja, and I have the pleasure of talking to him right now. His name is Joe Robertson. How you doing, my friend?
Mucho gusto, Jorge.
Son of Robert. Tell me, man, where are you from?
Well, originally I'm from North Carolina.
Okay.
I came to California when I was 24, came to Mexico quite a few years later in 1997. I've been here ever since.
First as a tourist, probably?
No, I came here and I shut down 3 factories in the U.S. and moved to Mexico and trained 1,000 people here.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so we had a company called Cojo for 17 years here in Mexico. Due to the recession, unfortunately, we lost all of that, and it was time then to move on, and I was in textiles for 50 years, but I figured it was time to reinvent myself. So I said, okay, what am I going to do? So I said, okay, we're going to start a new business called Rosarito Ocean Sports. Got nothing to do with textiles. And we started. We're now a little over 2 years into our business. And so we thought of the beach. We thought of land activities. So anyway, we started off with kayaks, with jet skis, and banana boats. Then I said, well, I have experience in scuba diving. Let's open up the first PADI certified dive center in Baja California, Mexico. And so that's what we did. Well, one day I was driving to Home Depot, and as I drive down the road and I turn around the corner, there's this small circus. And I look over there and I see these 2 or 3 camels over there. So he let me go in. And so as I'm touching the camels, just like I'm touching you now, Jorge, I said, oh my God, we need camel rides in Rosarito. Just like that. We've had children as young as 2 years old. We've had ladies as old as young as 85 years old.
Of course.
And they love the camels. The city loves the camels.
Oh, my friend, it just seems like you're a force of nature that cannot be denied. You just will yourself upon any endeavor.
I believe that everybody in this world can have anything that they want if they wish hard enough. I believe it's all motivation. I believe that everybody should stop listening to other people telling them what they can't do. We need to tell ourselves what we can do.
Well, my friend, that spirit and the results of therein, I think honestly are an asset to this region. So
thank you very much.
Let's try it. Let's get on the wake of the son of Robert,
okay.
Joe Robertson.
Thank you very much.
It's Crossing South, folks. Stay with us. Let's hope. I'm kind of nervous about some of this stuff, but I know I'm in good hands with this guy.
Yes, you are.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to do with Joe here is we're going to do, believe it or not, camel rides in Baja. Look at these animals, man. And they're lying down right now, but look at that big old massive head.
We use our voice and our touch to train the camels.
Really?
These camels, this camel here was a wild camel when I bought this camel from a private zoo.
What's his name?
This camel is Cedrak.
Cedrak.
Cedrak. Just like out of the Bible, Cedrak, Meshach, and Abednego.
The 3 Hebrews.
This is Cedrak.
Oh.
And I have Meshach and Abednego in Rosarito.
Oh, really?
This camel here.
Don't throw them into a hot furnace, please.
No. Camels are not aggressive animals, but they will defend themselves.
Okay.
Okay, but they're not aggressive, particularly the females. Now, this is a male, but we have been very successful with him, and he's been with us since the day he was born. In fact, it was so difficult for Mama to give birth to him that she would not give him milk for 4 days.
Oh, really?
We had to take milk from Mama and give it to him every 2 hours for 4 days, day and night. And after 4 days, Cedric felt better, and she let him start taking milk.
Finally.
Now, in the wild, he would have died.
He would have died.
Yes, he would have died because he would have starved to death. But we've been renting the camels for almost 2 years now in Rosarito. The people love them, and the camels love them. Unlike a lot of people think, camels do not spit.
They don't?
No, llamas and alpacas spit.
Oh, really?
But they are part of the camel family.
Okay.
But camels do not spit. They can have a bad breath.
Right.
because they're like a cow. They chew their cud.
Bro.
Yes. They live for 55 years, and they have a baby about once every 18 months. They only have one baby.
So are you breeding camels now?
Well, Cedric is pregnant right now. She will have another baby in March.
Oh, wow.
She's going to be another mama.
Well, that's certainly a breed of animal not native to Baja, and now you've made them part of Baja.
Well, camels were domesticated 5,000 years ago, and camels were used all around the world. The English used camels to conquer and open up the frontiers in Australia. The U.S. government used camels in the western part of the USA when they were trying to open up the lands in the western part of the USA. They used camels. And,
yeah, I think the ones they used in Australia, the British, they're still there and became wild, I think.
We have over 1 million camels in Australia. They're eating up everything.
So are we going to get to ride these, Joe?
Yeah, go ahead and hop on right here, Jorge.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so should I climb the back one?
The back one.
The back one.
The back one.
All right.
Just climb up there and you'll be fine.
Same principle as with a horse?
Yeah, just throw one leg over there.
All right.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay. Now when Cedric stands up, you want to lean back. Ready, Jorge?
Ready as I'll ever be, Joe.
All right. Here we go. Come on, Cedric. Come on. Come on. You can do it. There you go, Jorge. You're like a pro. Here, baby doll.
Invoking the image of Dr. Livingston, we move forward in this most noble adventures. Well, the first thing that I can say from riding a camel, it's a pretty smooth ride.
Yeah.
You know, that padding underneath on the soles really makes a difference.
Well, one of the things, the camels move both right legs at the same time, and they move both left legs.
That's why you kind of tilt back and forth?
And that's why they call them the ships of the ocean, because it moves like a ship.
Right, right. It does. It moves like a ship. But it's the padding makes all the difference. It's like a nice, smooth ride. Well, folks, this is a unique experience if there ever was one for Baja.
They can cross the desert for 30 days with no water or food. 30 days. They can control their temperature by reducing it by 7 degrees internally. If we drop our body temperature 7 degrees, we die. Again, they got the food in the pump and the blood in their bodies used for the water. And now when they get across the desert, they look pretty bad. But they go and they'll drink about 30 to 40 gallons of water. In a couple of days, they look normal again.
They look normal again. It's more comfortable than a horse. I mean, and I'm a horse rider. I know how to ride horses. This ride makes you feel like a sheik after a morning stroll. Arabian dignitary here, folks. From the safety and stability of a camel ride, we go to the unstable, potentially perilous activity of jetpacking. Okay, so Joe, this is like, you know, the fun sports activities that you offer here now, but the baby we came for is this thing right here. What is this, Joe?
This is what we call a water jetpack.
Okay.
Okay, this is...
What's powerful?
It has no power at all. All the power comes from the jet ski.
Really?
Okay, if you come around here, Jorge, I will show you that this here is a nozzle that we connect a 4-foot fireman's hose to. Okay. The other end of this hose is connected to the jet ski.
Okay.
The jet ski is a more powerful jet ski than the normal jet ski. It's
made for this.
It's made for power.
Okay.
So it can push 1,000 gallons a minute through this here, 500 gallons out of this, 500 gallons out of that. It will lift 350 pounds of weight.
Okay.
So you're just a feather to this jetpack.
Okay. It can lift me up, no problem.
No problem at all.
Because I'm way below 350.
Right. And you'll see this here. Let me show you here. You see this here, these arms out here?
Yeah.
They're connected here, and they're connected to this tension rod. Now this tension rod is a flex rod. Move that down, I'll move mine up. See there? And it's connected to the same bar.
Okay.
If you move these one way or the other, then you're going to go left or you're going to go right.
Okay.
If you lift this up too far, that's bad, because you'll see how the direction of the jet is like this.
Right.
You're going to go backwards and you would do a back flip.
Okay, and I don't want to do that.
That's right. So if you let them down, then you're going to go forward. As long as you're up in the air, you'll be going forward.
Okay.
If you go too far,
right,
then you would kind of go down to the water. Normally, when people fly the first time, because they have to kind of train their muscles, they'll move one more than the other, and then they go into the water. So the main.
Yeah, I laugh because I know that's my inevitable fate.
Keep these two arms horizontal.
Right.
And they're very, very small movements.
Okay.
Very small.
Jose, how you doing?
He's
my friend. Nice to meet you.
He is what's known as your throttle man.
Okay.
You are the pilot.
Okay.
Okay. So you actually, he can give you the power, but you're dragging him.
Can I call you Scotty?
Scotty, yeah.
Give me more power. I'm actually going to call you for less power. Okay. So.
And the first flight, we never like to take people more than 3, 4, or 5 feet above the water, because we want them to have a wonderful experience, so that they want to come back. And as they come back the second, third, and fourth time, we get them a little higher, and before you know it, they're doing tricks, they're doing back flips, they're doing corkscrews, they're doing all kinds of things.
Yeah, no, 4 feet's fine.
Okay, all right.
There's no use procrastinating and putting it off. It's gonna happen, so.
All right, it's time to get the wetsuit on.
Time to get it on, folks. I'm not a big wetsuit kind of guy, but I gotta say, it feels pretty cool to wear this thing. I feel like feels great to have this suit on. This suit just makes you feel like Batman. My battle armor.
One size bigger, maybe.
Yeah, I agree. I had to get me a larger, larger life vest, because too much muscle, too much of this. So don't go to the gym, boys and girls. Don't let that happen to you. Be embarrassed that you need a larger life vest. So we're all set, armored up. The drop point will be at 400 hours. So Joe was giving me some pointers on the nuances of flying this thing. How to move left or right is supposedly accomplished by simply turning your head to a specific direction. The controls are that sensitive. All right, folks, this is it. So by the time you see this, it's already happened. So wish me well. There's really no value at this point. Try not to laugh too hard, all right? Oh boy. It's like the electric chair, you know?
Go ahead and put your head on the wrist.
Okay, at this point, heart rate starts going up for me. But people do this for fun all the time, so let's see. Is this like Evel Knievel or that Osborne guy that always crashes into everything?
You're looking good, Jorge.
I remember, this is like didn't Lee Majors do something like this?
He did.
The old fall guy?
$6 million man.
It's an ominous walk to the water as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so you start to lift off from the water, and at that point when you're airborne, you realize how any small movement is aggrandized immediately with any tweak. And that's right, into the water. Dips galore. Now the thing about this is that when you go down nose first, the weight of the jetpack keeps you face down. It takes a significant twisting and sharp contorting of your body to turn back facing up and not drown. That made me panic a bit. Well, not a bit, a lot actually. With all that, I was able to lift off a bit. But for those that are more skilled in this kind of activities, you can do so much more. I, however, was done. I know for a fact Joe was disappointed, but he was a gentleman to the end. He never made me feel bad.
Oh, no, you did great, Jorge. Believe me, you did.
Oh,
You were in
man.
control. It's just your first time. You were flying, Jorge.
Oh, boy.
You have.
Put it here? Okay, take this.
Do we need the stool?
Go to the outside, okay?
Do we need the?
1, 2, 3.
You came up the very first time.
Down and out. There you go. That's it.
He's a winner. This is what a winner looks like. All right. Jorge, the great.
It's crossing south, folks. Oh my goodness. Nobody can say I didn't do it. Oh my goodness. Thank you.
I'm very proud of you. But you didn't do it with fear. You did it with determination. Okay? We're very proud of you.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you. I did the best I could for this first time. But oh man. Just so you know, people can do this jetpack thing on their first day. I'm sure if his Crossing South producer, Steven, takes a stab at it. Pretty good. He'd never done this before either. Way to go, Steve. Saving Crossing South honor. Some people are skilled in certain activities, that's a fact. But some are skilled in others. Yeah. You know where this is going. You see, we heard of a restaurant which is actually one of the first ones in Valle de Guadalupe. And it's called Laja. Tell me about this place. Why are we hearing so much about this restaurant? What's so good about this place?
Well, why you hear about it so much is that it hasn't changed.
It hasn't changed?
Yeah. Usually a restaurant changes, develops, differently. But here we do things how we've been doing them for 15 years now.
Really? 15 years?
Yeah.
Okay, so before, it was trendy to come to Valle de Guadalupe, you guys were already here doing your thing.
Yeah, we were already here. Actually, when our boss opened up, a lot of people thought he was crazy.
Really?
Yeah, they thought he was crazy because there was no roads, there was
Right.
nothing. There was not even any of those houses. There was nothing. There was nothing.
Really?
It was just the restaurant and then the gardens all around. A lot of the winemakers would come down to
Oh,
eat
really?
here. So he built
This would be their restaurant to come down to.
Exactly. It was like a little community in between
Right.
everybody.
What kind of food do you have in this restaurant?
Okay, so Laja basically lives off what the garden and what's fresh in the market.
Okay.
So we can't tell you that we're Italian. We can't tell you that we serve you some German food or nothing. We actually go to the market. The chef comes here. He prepares it. He has his own ideas, his own recipes.
So it's a shifting experience based on what's seasonal.
Exactly.
Wow,
Exactly.
that's pretty neat.
A lot of people are into the whole deal that organic.
Organic.
Yeah. So
you guys are doing that?
Yeah. So we're organic. We make.
You should know. I don't really care that much if it's organic or not, but it's good to know. It's good, I guess. Folks, the people in the Valle de Guadalupe have access to all this ruralness that makes for organic ingredients and old-style living. Just being able to have land to grow your own produce is ridiculous, right?
Exactly.
I mean, middle of a downtown, restaurant in any major U.S. city. Yeah. Can they really have this?
I really don't think so, unless they put it on their roof or something, But I don't think they could do this.
Those look like habaneros. Are those habaneros?
Yeah, these are habaneros, and then on this side, these are actually bell peppers.
What are those?
That's the eggplant.
That's the eggplant?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Crack it open. Oh. You got your eggplant right here. Let's take a little bite here. Some bite. Yeah, it's not bad. Just pop it in.
So this is something you don't see all the time. This is called okra.
Okra.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like a pepper and a cucumber?
Yeah, mixed together.
So it's a spicy cucumber?
Yeah, basically.
Really?
Uh-huh.
We can't wait to taste your stuff, man. Especially
right.
since you guys seem to be pioneers in this area.
Oh, thank you.
So let's try it.
All right.
Okay, the folks here at Laja are forcing me to refine my taste. This is more of a fancy, gourmet salad. Let's get some arugula. Let's get some fig. Oh boy. Okay. Your friendly neighborhood travel show host can eat a refined food that takes delicacy to consume and not, caveman manners to just sink your face into it. This is their carpaccio, which has all the veggie good stuff. You have some radish, bell pepper slice. You've got avocado, you've got tomato. This base in the bottom is made from pistachios and I guess some sort of nuts. So let's try this. They call it chamorro, and in Spanish, chamorro normally refers to either the calf, chunky part of your leg. And this is pork chamorro tortellini. So can't go wrong with tortellinis, can't go wrong with pork. So this is phenomenal, folks. Oh man. Well, these guys want to get me lit up. This is a nice rosy wine, which is Nebbiolo mixed with a Grenache, rosy red wine, which is really good, man. Nebbiolo, also good. Really, really sweet, really smooth going down. Really, really good. This is a white Sauvignon. Man. Yep, you got a naked wrestler. It says Vici, how I came into the world. So, not the most serious label. Believe me, it's not theirs. They get it from somewhere, but it's good, and I understand why they have it here. It's really good. Oh, and we're not done. Okay. Okay, so now we have here some seared yellowtail. They've got a nice little paste made from garlic, onion, some bell peppers. They have some tomatoes, and they have their famous okra, that spicy cucumber type vegetable. Why not? Some of that paste, right? Very hearty, cheeky, tender, and dense fillet of yellowtail. It tastes very different. Not what you'd expect, but the unexpected tastes very good. I've got to give this organic trend a try. Okay, so we have here some frozen nougat with some dried fruit inside, strawberries. Wow. Oh my goodness. Just crossing south, folks. Oh man. Frozen nougat. This isn't the nougat you're used to. This ain't no Mars bar. Well, Gabriel, the food was delicious, my friend. Thank you so much for hosting us today. So after experiencing unique people like Joe, getting to know the smoothness of a camel ride, the thrill of jetpacking, and Laja's interpretation of Baja's ingredients, we leave excited for the next time we get to cross south.
You can find maps and information about the places you just saw, or you may order a copy of this program on DVD at CrossingSouth.com. We also do Facebook.